sa paghahatid ng serbisyo publiko at balita. Ito ang Radio Mindanao Networks. Higit 6 na dekada sa paglilingkod sa masang Pilipino. Sa Metro Manila, ito ang Dzxl 558 Radyo Trabaho, ang inyong gabay sa hanap buhay. Bayanihan laban sa COVID-19. Dzxl 558 Radyo Trabaho Special Coverage.
Mga kasama, nasa linya po natin ngayon sa XL Radyo Man 4, Angel Ronquillo para sa virtual press briefing sa Malacanang. Jeng?
Yes, Radyo Man Rod, wala sa Malacanang si Spoke.
Ay, wala pala siya.
Oo, naglagalag, pumunta ng Bohol.
Ah, nasa Bohol.
Oo, dahil nga bubuksan na rin sa turismo ang Bohol. Kaya pinapromote ni Spokes ang Bohol naman ngayon. After ng Boracay, Bohol naman siya ngayon.
Sabi ni Senator Gordon, hindi na siya cute eh.
Oo,
pero kasama niya yung mga tarsier. Kasama niya yung mga tarsier ba dyan sa Bohol?
Nag-ano siya, naglubok river cruise.
Naglubok.
Meron siyang video kanina bago yung press ko na i-present yung kanyang paglilibot. Diyan nga sa Bohol. At yung maganda kasi yung sistema na pinapatupad dyan sa Bohol. Kasi pagpasok mo, kailangan mo na mag-login sa website, bibigyan ka ng QR code. Of course, dapat negative ka, no? Meron kang negative na RT-PCR test at meron kang QR code. Yun yung ipinakita sa video kanina kung paano. Dahil nga sa November 15 ay tatanggap na ng turista ang Bohol. So, kasama ni spokesperson Harry Roque via online, sina sa Philippine Ambassador Antonio Lagbemeo ng United Kingdom, si Health Undersecretary Lilibet David, at ito nga si Bohol Governor Arthur Yap, at ibang mga bisita mula dyan sa Bohol. So mga kasama, pakinggan natin ang question and answer portion.
Authorities have also set up facility for their NHS employees to be taken care of in case they get infected. In fact, they are the largest number of people getting infected because they are in close contact with the patients. But they are adequately, and they are now being very adequately taken care of within the organization of the NHS. So they're and even the protective equipment and everything, they are assured of getting it, so that they can be kept as safe as possible.
Your Excellency, would you care to give us facts and figures about Filipinos in your area of responsibility?
Well, I don't have it available here exactly because I'm not at the office right now, so I don't have that exact figure here.
From Your Excellency. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Governor Arthur Yap, if you may, Governor, how has technology...
Thank you, Ambassador.
Yeah. For Governor Yap, if still possible.
Yes, sir. Sir?
Governor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon po.
Yeah. How has technology helped you in getting more tourists into your place?
Sir, talagang recognize natin lahat na technology is so critical at this point in time. If we can just have that correct bandwidth and level of strength in terms of internet connections, na napakalaking tulong po nun when we run our contact tracing. Because yung sa laboratory po, meron po tayong 2 laboratory dito. Meron po tayong hospital. Meron po ang provincial government. Meron po tayong laboratory natin. But if you have the ability to, but you do not have the contact trace, then may problema tayo. So yung contact trace critical doon. That's why we're running everybody on a QR code system. Hindi lang yan pang turista. Yung QR code system namin, allow me to show you sa card. Meron system dito na may QR code we're distributing more than 300,000 of that. Hindi lang sa local pero sa mga turista rin. With this QR code system, then it is now possible to use technology to track down people, especially pag merong infected person. Then we can isolate them. And isolation is really the key so that hindi magtuloy-tuloy yung infections. So that will be run on an innovation platform. So very critical po yan. At saka sa reservation po natin ngayon, kung pwede dapat contactless po ang lahat. Then giving information rin po, that's also very critical. So technology and innovation are really going to really form the backbone of our strategy to combat COVID-19.
Thank you very much, Governor. We wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Melo. Thank you, Governor. Bago tayo pumunta sa local media, tatanungin ko lang po si Attorney Lucas Nuñag, Chairman ng Provincial Tourism Council ng Bohol. Sir, why will our countrymen, why should they come and visit Bohol?
Thank you, Secretary. Bohol is as beautiful as ever. At saka meron po kaming mga bagong sites na hinahanda, especially relating to our heritage and cultural assets. Marami po tayong mga simbahan. In fact, Bohol has the most number of nationally recognized heritage churches. Marami na pong na-restore pagkatapos po ng lindol na gusto po naming ipakita. At aside from that, meron po tayong mga sites related to our farm tourism.
Thank you, Attorney Nuñag. Now, we are now joined by Ray Chu, who will moderate the questions from the local media of Bohol. Ray, please.
Thank you, and once again, welcome to Bohol and welcome to Panglao. Our first question would come from Bohol Chronicle, our oldest newspaper in Bohol. We have Kit Bagay po here. Magandang tanghali, Secretary Roque.
Yes.
At sa lahat. Bohol is among the provinces which delivered a resounding victory to the President Duterte's run for the presidency. It goes without saying how popular the President is among Boholanos and that almost all programs of the Duterte administration is well received and supported by Boholanos. The President's recent creation of a mega task force against corruption is no exception. Although, Boholanos are really asking if President Duterte would allow public access to his SALN. This is in light of the Ombudsman's Memorandum Circular, which set limitations to public access of the President's SALN. Well, in a radio survey this morning in Station DYRD, about 80% of Boholanos also needs to be convinced of how serious the President is of his anti-corruption campaign. How do you respond to this, Secretary? Thank you.
Well, tayo naman po ay sumusunod lang sa mga guidelines na sinet ng Office of the Ombudsman. Pero mag-usap po kami ng ating Presidente para matapos na po itong isyong ito, ay tatanungin ko na po baka naman magbigay ng permiso ang Presidente para isa public law ang kanyang SALN. Pero wala pong tinatago ang ating Presidente. Bago po maglabas ng ganitong guidelines sa Ombudsman, taon-taon naman po dinalabas si Presidente ang kanyang SALN. Okay? Now, balik tayo kay Yusek Rocky, please.
Thank you, Secretary Roque. Tanong mula kay Jam Punsalan of ABS-CBN. What is Malacanang's reaction to Senator Ping Lacson's comment that the mega corruption task force seems to have started on the wrong foot because President Duterte supposedly made exceptions for some officials, namely DPWH Secretary Mark Villar and Health Secretary Duque?
Ay, wala naman po sigurong ganon, no? Ang katotohanan, ang Presidente po isang abogado, isang piskal at specialization pa niya, yung naging special prosecutor siya ng Tanod Bayan, no? Na ang kasong mga linitis niya bilang piskal ay yung paglabag ng Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. Naghahanap lang po ng ebidensya ang Pangulo. Kahit sino naman po, kahit gaano kalapit sa kanya, kahit gaano ang pagpuli niya sa nakaraan, kung meron naman pong ebidensya na katawilian, ay parurusahan ng ating Presidente. Nakita po natin yan dito sa karanasan ni General Morales ng PhilHealth, bagamat buo ang tiwala ni Presidente kay General Morales, nang nagkaroon naman po ng ebidensya ang task force sa PhilHealth at ibang sangay ng gobyerno, hindi naman po naging hadlang ang Presidente para imbestigahan at litisin si General Morales.
Opo. Second question mula pa rin kay Jam Punsalan. Senator Richard Gordon said yesterday that PhilHealth should pay its remaining 561 million debt within 3 days. Will the government be able to do this? Have authorities talked to Red Cross about what would happen if the deadline is not met?
Well, patuloy naman po ang pag-uusap sa panig ng PhilHealth at ng Red Cross. Nagbayad nga po, gaya ng pinangako ng PhilHealth at ng Office of the Executive Secretary ng kalahati doon sa sinisingil ng Red Cross. No? At kampante naman po tayo na since it was no less than the President that said that the Philippine government will pay, ano pa ba ho ang hihingin pa ng PRC? No? Yan po ay sovereign guarantee from the mouth of the President himself. So inaasahan po natin na patuloy po ang magiging partnership ng gobyerno at ng Philippine Red Cross. Bagamat gumawa na po nga ng mga hakbang ang gobyerno para hindi maantala ang pag-uwi ng ating mga OFWs. Kasama na po dito yung sinabi ko na ang Project ARC is willing po na mag-test ng PCR test sa ating mga OFWs in the 11 laboratories at itong isang pribadong testing center sa airport, ang Philippine Airport Diagnostic Lab ay nagsabi na rin na handa po sila na magbigay ng PCR test dun sa mga bumabalik na ating mga OFWs.
Thank you, Secretary.
Okay, Joyce Balancho, please. Thank you, Yusek.
Good afternoon. Yes, Secretary Roque. Just a clarification because you regarded Marichu Mauro as the former ambassador to Brazil. Now, just to clarify, sir, sinibak po ba ni Pangulong Duterte ang ambassador na ito since she is a presidential appointee?
Well, gaya ng sinabi ko po, inaprubahan na po ang pag-iimbestiga labang kay yung ating dating ambahador sa Brazil. No? Na-recall na po kasi siya, kaya po ang sabi ko, baka former ambassador na siya, no? Si Mauro. Pero yan po ang balita at pinaubayan na po namin sa DFA ang investigasyon dahil ang pwede namang ipataw na parusa ay hindi lang administrative, pwede rin mag-recommend ng criminal charges kung kinakailangan ang DFA.
What was the President's reaction, Secretary Roque, when he learned about this case? Was he mad? Was he sad? Ano po yung naging reaction niya? And to the mind of the President, ano yung dapat na kinakaharap na bigat na kaso kapag isang Pinoy ang nasasaktan?
Well, siguro po, ulitin ko na lang ang sinabi ni Secretary Locsin, na talagang sa mulat-mula, malinaw po na ang administrasyon ni Presidente Duterte ay ginagawang lahat para bigyan ng proteksyon ang lahat ng manggagawang Pilipino sa abroad. Siyempre po, kasama na yan yung kasambahay ni Ambassador Mauro.
Okay, so wala naman pong na-relay sa inyo si Pangulong Duterte na ano yung naramdaman niya upon learning this incident?
Well, yung mabilisan pong pag-authorize na DFA na imbestigahan si Ambassador Mauro, indicative na kinakailangan bigyan ng katarungan yung naging biktima ng karahasan na kasambahay na kababayan natin.
Opo, si Senator Francis Pangilinan on a different topic po, Secretary Roque, wants a probe on the national security implications of entry of more than 4 million Chinese nationals here in the country since 2017. And he raises fears that there might be some sort of, and I'm going to quote him, orchestrated soft invasion of China dahil nga po dito sa influx of Chinese nationals. What do we say about this, Secretary?
Well, ang Presidente naman po ay rinirespeto ang kapangyarihan ng Senado na magsagawa ng investigasyon in aid of legislation and by way of oversight sa kahit anong programa ng gobyerno. So that's welcome po. Yes, again, bago tayo magpatuloy, siguro tatanungin ko naman po ang ating isa pang panauhin si Engineer Allen Varquez. Engineer, ano naman ho ang kahandaan ng mga hotel, resort, and restaurant owner dito sa Bohol para tumanggap ng bisita from all over the country po?
Hi, thank you, sir, Secretary, for the visit. We have actually we are actually a group of resorts, and we actually pushed for this tourism reopening in Bohol. But prior to that, we have prepared guidelines and protocols which we have submitted to our provincial government. And knowing that we are the ones who prepared this, so while we were preparing, nag-prepare na rin kami actual sa aming mga establishments, which we also practiced. We actually exercised it during the last FITEX last September. It turned out a success, and with that basis, we found ourselves to be prepared na talaga with the reopening. And then, as of this time, we are actually with coordination with our provincial government to come up with the IRR for the new normal, which we will be passing by November 15. So, there.
Okay, maraming salamat, Engineer Vasquez. Balik tayo kay Ray Chu.
Maraming salamat po. Our next question would come from Dave Alvarado of Bohol Tribune.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Secretary. I just want to know, parents in Bohol are struggling with teaching their children using the modules. I just want to know what are the steps being taken by the DepEd or perhaps the national government in doing in helping rather the plight of the parents who are struggling to balance their time between work and the time that they spend with their children teaching them.
Hindi ko po nakuha yung tanong. Ano po yung tanong?
What are the steps being taken by the national government or the DepEd in order to alleviate the plight of these parents who are struggling to teach or to balance the teaching of their children using the modules, sir?
Okay. Well, alam nyo naman po, ang pangunahing pamamaraan ng ating edukasyon ngayon dahil po sa pandemya ay modular learning. No? Kaya naintindihan po namin na talagang mas malaki ngayon ang papel na ginagampan ng mga pamilya at kamag-anak dito sa modular learning ng ating mga kabataan. Pero bukod po sa modular learning, meron din po tayong online, at kung wala naman pong online, ginagamit din po natin ang TV at ang mga radyo. Pero ang tanong is, what we can do to assist? Well, meron din po tayo mga guro na naka-standby kung kinakailangan ng extra tulong ng mga magulang pagdating dito sa modular learning. So makipag-ugnayan lang po tayo sa mga teachers dahil nandiyan pa rin po ating mga teachers para po kung kinakailangan ng tulong ng mga magulang o ng mga kamag-anak doon sa modular learning, meron naman pong maitutulong na maibibigay itong mga teachers. Okay? Thank you very much. Yusek Rocky.
Secretary, question from Trish Tarada of CNN Philippines. What does the palace think of DOJ's decision to start its corruption probe on Bureau of Customs, Bureau of Internal Revenue, Land Registration Authority, and DPWH? Did they relay bakit po dito magsisimula?
Well, fully supported po natin yan. Siguro naman po ang rason ay obvious. Traditionally po, talagang malawakan at systemic ang korupsyon sa mga ahensyang ito. At nagagalak naman po kami na pinili ni Secretary Maynard Guevara itong mga pinaka-notorious sa korupsyon para simulan ng investigasyon ng Expanded Task Force on Corruption.
Opo. Second question kay Trish Tarada ng CNN Philippines. Can FISGOC be investigated or will it be part of offices that will be investigated?
Bayanihan laban sa COVID-19. DZXL 558 Radyo Trabaho. Special coverage.
at nang ikaw ay mamulat,